Hey there. Hope you're doing good. My name is Chirag Chaudhary. I come from Nagpur, Maharashtra, in India. I'm a mechanical engineer from IIIT Kurnool, and currently I'm working on my business related to financial services. My first GMAT mock test score was 555, which was pretty terrible. My final mock test score was 715. But my actual GMAT test, which really matters, was 675 in the focus edition. So I started my GMAT prep in mid July. I took upon some different GMAT course other than Target Test Prep. Unfortunate to say, it didn't work out for me. I wasn't starting from scratch. I had some experience to prepare for CAT, which is a management test in India. I was able to score in the 98th percentile in CAT twice, but I failed to land into my target B school. That was the reason I didn't join the school. And the following year, I decided to give GWAT along with my CAT and also running my own business to land into my target school. So I came across Target Test Prep through a video while researching regarding my GMAT prep. I came across creator called known as Puzzle. He used Target Test Prep too, and organically he was suggesting others to do so. Uh, um, I didn't go blindly by his word, but then that was enough for me to try out the 5 day free trial, which is a pretty good arrangement for you guys to test out. So if you are hesitant to join this course, I would suggest you to just go through the 5 day free trials. It's absolutely free. You just have to sign in. Put in your details and you're good to go. You are allowed to explore the entire course for the period of 5 days. Post which I was looking for some structure for my preparation as I was aiming for round one deadlines, which was pretty close, and I didn't have many days to spend on my GMAT prep. So I wanted a concise preparation, really structured one. I think that's where TTP. I thought TTP would help me because it's really concise and structured. It gives me a plan to go forward. Also gives me flexibility as for each and every topic you have certain theory. Being good at quants, I didn't really need theory for quants, but for verbal and critical reasoning, the theory was really helpful. The flow of thinking and the way of thinking that it imparts on you, I think that what worked for me. So I was absolutely looking for a structure to save time, be time efficient, and to get the maximum out of my preparation time, which was at the moment, which was less than 20 days, 25 days roughly. I used Target Test Prep. My initial plan was to use it for a month. I took up I bought the 1 month subscription, but the team was absolutely generous, and I would like to thank you guys a lot for it. Uh, I'll I'll explain what happened later on, but the team was generous enough to extend my 1 month course for another 2 weeks, which really helped me later on. So, as I have mentioned, I really needed a structured plan to go on. Uh, I wanted flexibility to skim through my strengths and work on my weaknesses. TTP provides exactly that. Uh, it has this bits and pieces, topics in bits and pieces, where you can pick it up, read the theory, practice hundreds of questions over it. That too is divided into three parts: easy, medium, and hard. So that gives you a really good idea of where you stand. And in verbal and critical reasoning, the philosophy of how to think about the passage or the content which we have to comprehend, that thought process really helped me. So yeah, these were the things that really added to my GMAT preparation. So if I have to go in detail of how my GMAT journey was while using TDP, so I'll give you a detailed journey. So it's all started in mid July. where I started my prep with another course material that didn't work out for me on the 5th of August. Uh, which was my second mock test. I had zero improvement in my score. I can score 555, which was the same as my first mock test. So I was completely devastated as my test was already booked out for the end of August. As I mentioned, I had to meet the round one deadlines. Uh, being from Asia, an engineer with low CGPA, GMAT was the only way to like do damage control of all those things that would have worked against me to get into my dream school. So it was really intense in those days. Again, what worked out for me was that in the span of 15 days, I was able to cover all the weaknesses in my content of verbal, maybe some topics in Quants. Um, Again, I would like to give a shout out to GMAT Ninja. They have really good content on their YouTube channel, along with Target Test Preps material, questions, and another feature was custom tests. You can actually make the tests of your own, like you want this subject A, topic B, topic C, topic D into your test. You can pick out those kind of questions and make prepare a question bank out of which you will get the custom test of your own. I think I use that to my advantage to save a lot of time and practice on the areas which really needed the practice. So that that happened. And then I would like to mention GMAT isn't just a content test; it tests your adaptiveness, aptitude. So that needs a lot of strategy, right? So I would like to suggest you to work on the strategy part. After a certain level of your preparation, you don't need to learn any content per se, formulas or theory. Most of it is practice, just practice and practice about the verbal section. Quant, just I try to build some logic. I never really put efforts to learn any formulas. That was that. Again, to increase my score, which I wasn't able to really increase that much, or to a certain point which I would have liked. So the date is now 20th of August, and I have my test in like 9 days, and I was scoring 595. Uh, Actually, I scored 675. But that was because I scored a perfect quant section and a pretty good to verbal section. But my DI really sucked, and I would like to tell you that DI is the most underrated part of the preparation. People try to underestimate it, and that was the same with me. It isn't a tough section, to be honest, but what happens is it's really easy to make mistakes in DI. So if you are lazy to approximate some things, uh, just ignore a few details, it can go south for you. So that happened for me. I realized it pretty quick. I tried to work on my DI, and I did something which you might have heard to never do, or like almost equivalent to a sin in any competitive space examination. I attempted a mock test just before my real test, so I wouldn't suggest you to do that. But I really needed a motivated score to be confident on the test day. So just before my first GMAT attempt, I gave a mock test, which was a 675 with a good DI. So what what did I change in that test? I just switched the order, the section order. I started attempting the DI as my first section. Uh, as it was really exhausting section for me, I just decided to get rid of it in the first section, take my optional break, have a fresh mind, and then start with verbal again, and then cons. So this little arrangement really worked in my favor. It was evident in my actual score too. I could score a 90th percentile in the DI, but I lacked in other two strong areas, cons and verbal. I scored pretty average in those, and my overall score was down to 625. I was really devastated. I didn't know what to do. Like I wasn't sure that I had enough time to make another attempt to meet round one deadlines. Uh, that's where I would really like to thank the Target Test team, because they helped me in this situation too. I reached out to them regarding what to do. Should I give another shot or something like that? Again, my subscription was over at this point, but they were a lot generous to give me an extension of actually 2 weeks. Uh, uh, I don't know if I should mention that, but yeah, they did give me the extension, which I made the most out of it. I eventually decided to give another attempt at the end of September, because October was really the deadlines, uh, really where deadlines were. So, for example, INSEAD had the deadline on 2nd of October. So I uh, booked my GMAT on the 31st, or I don't know what was the date, at the end of September, and just tried to work on where I was lacking. Indeed, I just had to put all sections together. Still, the mock scores weren't encouraging. I had 635, 645, which I believe were really lower than my previous best, which was 675. That was the mock which I gave just the day before my first attempt. So I was looking something around that score. So again, I gave a mock in the hope of getting some encouragement on the last day of my prep, just a day before the test. Again, I won't suggest you to do it because it can work in the opposite manner for you if you get a bad score on that day. But uh, being lucky, it worked off for me. I scored a 715 on that test, a perfect quant score. That was always a story for me. I was making one or two errors in quants that really impacted my overall score. So I just needed to go errorless in that section. Um, DI was pretty good at that point. So I just had to be confident on the actual test day, and just deliver my best in all the sections. Uh, I kept the section order the same, data, verbal, and then cons with an optional break in between. I was able to score a 675. Again, I was a bit disappointed because I was left with a lot of time in cons section. I went through all the questions twice. Uh, Still, I made two errors. I don't know how this happened, but it is what it is. So still, it was a very decent score, a really good score to be honest. Uh, Humans are greedy, so we can never stop wanting more. So I was really happy with the score. I submitted those scores to my target schools. The deadlines were pretty close, so it was really a crunch situation, but I made out of it. Again, so that was a roller coaster of a ride of my GMAT preparation. Uh, Personal advice, and if I have to summarize everything up, I would say firstly, there are certain topics in quants that are just aren't confined to cons. It will help you in the I section too. So averages, ratios, percentages, time, speed, distance. Having a good understanding of it, not just learning the formulas, getting the hang of it, the logic behind it. Have a picture in your mind on what's happening on that question. That will really help you. Second, DI is a question section where it isn't exactly a difficult section, but it's a lot easy to make mistakes. So you have to be careful. A lot of practice is required in DI, and putting in efforts in DI will be really rewarding for you. So I hope you, after you complete with your cons and verbal prep, you put the prep that DI deserves or needs, because if you compare the score versus percentiles of TI and other sections, you will get what I'm trying to say. That it's really rewarding. Again, third, this is a really important tip. I would say, don't leave any question unattempted. Even if you are left with no time, just take it randomly. Select the answer randomly, because it damages your score, hurts your score a lot. Leaving on question unattempted. That's just how the algorithm works. Like, you can't do anything about it. Per se, let's say you are left with just 2 minutes and you still have to attempt 3 questions, right? So just mark it randomly and then try to attempt the question with the time left. But that would be any day better than leaving that question. Next, work on the strategy. It's an aptitude test. You need to make strategy to get the best out of you. Two people having the same skill level, same content, same understanding of topics can have a difference in their scores just by the strategy part of it. By strategy, I mean play around with the section orders, what comforts you, what brings the best out of you. Give the official mock tests from MBA.com. Those are the best ones and the most accurate one to see where you land or where you stand. Next, start your preparation by giving a mock. Absolutely important step just to know where you land, where you stand actually. So you get two more free mock tests, right? Use them wisely. Again, there are limited number of tests even if you purchase them. Use them very wisely. Use the test reports to see where you land, uh, where your weaknesses are. Just to work on those. And yeah, I think that's all from my side. Just be confident. Being confident, uh, believing in yourself will absolutely have an impact on your test day. I think that can make a change of 20 points at last. If you are confident, believe in yourself, don't stress out, don't panic. I think that works out in your favor too. Another bonus tip will be carry a Red Bull or something, an energy drink or some caffeinated drink just to be just keep your mind awake, work at the best efficiency. That's what I did. I don't know if it worked, but it won't harm you to test it out, right? So I think that's all from my side. Again, I would like to thank Target Test Prep to play a major role or quite significant role in my GMAT journey and to help me score a really decent score, which pushes me another step closer to my dream school and have a career path which I aspire of. So thanks a lot for having me. Best of luck for your preparation. Believe in yourself and you'll be good. So, see you guys.